things started. Making sure stream health is good. Hey, BNSF. Got MC Cube, Dylan. We got Faith. Rory. With a hi, hola, konnichiwa, and a bonjour. Got Ruby. How do you make the character rigs? I swear I've mentioned this before. It's mostly just making shapes, making layers for the shapes, animating the shapes. Do you know about super kitties? Asks Faith. Super kitties. I have no idea what the super kitties are. Oh, wait. I think I saw like a thumbnail for super kitties. This doesn't look like something I'd be super interested in. I mean, the kitties do look cute. Oh, I'm looking through thumbnails. One of them has them celebrating Hanukkah. That looks like fun. Neat. Hey, Kush. Goodbye, Grande House, and hello, Wacky Races. Yeah. Grace Core's here. Greetings. I mean, to be fair, even though we're saying goodbye, Grande House, I did post some fan art on the side there with Becca Chang and Maria Santiago sort of doing the tough guy handshake. You know, when the two tough guys in an action movie shake hands and make a bicep. I know a few people asked like if Becca Chang and Sharon, if they were also going to be along with the Momzillas. And I had thought about doing that action movie cliche. I know I've mentioned it before, where like everyone else is being overwhelmed, and then like giant Becca Chang and Sharon drop in and like turn the tide of the battle. Just didn't have the time, and I had already been delaying the finale. There was something else. Oh, I guess also because of the music. Like, I decided to use some music for the start of that sequence on the finale. So I didn't have time to add like a whole bunch of extra stuff. So I just stuck with what I had. So apologies to people who didn't get the full Momzilla quintet that they were looking for. Got Nimbly the Deadly Natter. These Grainy Sparks, Buddy and Bitsy. Was that for the Super Kitties? Elongated Man Forever. Howdy. Rain Cloud with a hello. Good news. Rough Man and Yo Gabba Gabba are coming in 2025. That's nice. Alrighty. So I've been working on this promo actually for the past couple of days. I got the audio made like months ago. This was like when I was still making concept art for the Reanimation project. So actually let me pause the music for a second, and I'll just let it play out. it's not gonna sync well. I don't have all the scenes sort of set yet, but the audio is just about ready, so you could listen to that.
Hi, y'all! Penelope Pitstop here with my persnickety sister Pandora to promote a Re-Animated collaboration happening on your channel.
Oh, actually, I could have just done this. I always forget that I can just turn on the Swift mode. And then it'll actually be in sync.
Hi, y'all! Penelope Pitstop here with my persnickety sister Pandora to promote a Re-Animated collaboration happening on your channel.
Did someone say reanimated? Bleh! Tiny like reanimation. Tickles.
Not Reanimation, you dingbats. A Re-Animate is when a bunch of animators with nothing better to do decide to take an existing film and redo individual scenes in their, unique art style. That's right, baby sister. And this channel has chosen to reanimate Attack of the 50-Foot Pandora, an animatic from our series that was never produced. Figures the episode with my name in the title gets scrapped.
Oh, this sounds fun. Can I join? I must warn you, I'm not the most talented animator. Have you seen the quality of animation on our show?
Or on this channel. Yup, any adult with any level of animation experience can join. Just look in the description for how to contact the project editor, and we'll invite you to the official Discord server. Together, we can give Pandora the spotlight she deserves by getting this project to the finish line.
Did someone mention finish line?
What are y'all up to, dastardly?
I heard the mention of a finish line, and I couldn't help but come over and do a little cheating. With my marvelous miniaturizing mechanism, I'll make mincemeat of you moronic miscreants.
Oh no, this is triggering my vertigo.
Drat!
Hi, y'all!
Let's see. Hey there, animator. You working on a Wacky Races character? Not really. I know a friend of mine had ideas like if, like for their own character, like if they were a character in, on that series, like what their car would be and all that. But I did think like if I did credits, like a credit sequence, if people wanted to like make their own race car and like insert themselves, like that would be a fun credit sequence. Like names of like participating animators show up and like car, like Wacky Races car just zooms on by. Mortal Kombat 2 movie is coming out this October. I actually can't wait for that one. That one looks like really good. I think I've mentioned it before too. I like that they just called it Mortal Kombat 2, like a continuation of the original one. Which for me, as I mentioned before, for the longest time was like the best, the absolute best video game movie. It was like the one that proved to me that like video game movies were possible. Like for me growing up, like that was always like a thing that people said that shouldn't make video games into movies because it never works. But the original Mortal Kombat movie was just like, it was pretty good. Very faithful to the game series, and it was like genuinely very entertaining. I watched it a ton of times. I had a VHS tape of it. Their suits are nice, says Osuba the Devil Fox. Yeah, they wait, let me see, where's a group picture of them? Yeah, for the series, they tried very hard to make them look like official looking racers, I guess. Um, I guess except for Bella and Tiny, they just sort of kept them more or less looking like they did on the original series. And Brick Crashman, I think from what I remember on the series, was a former racer, but he was now like a sports announcer. I like Dastardly's hat in this series. It's kind of got a little bit of an Elton John thing going on there. So it has like this little ruffle thing, like from when he was a pilot. And Muttley is always Muttley. Not sure what I'm want to work on right now. Either want to do this part, make like a dumb little animation, or maybe this part right here, since I already have it on the thumbnail. Get everyone else sort of craning their neck up to look at Pandora as she's growing. Well, Animator, have fun animating. Can do. It's adorable. Multi-animator projects are cool. Yeah, I hope I get a lot of people to join up. Should be fun. I see Maria and Becca arm wrestling, says Spencer. Yeah, well, not really arm wrestling. Like I mentioned, it's that thing that like tough guys do in an action movie where they shake hands, but they're also like showing how tough they are. Amon Paper. I just noticed that a big comment now. Are you working solo in this channel, or are there more collaborators involved? I mean, animation, design-wise, it's mostly just me. Though, I do get help from Rain Cloud for like 3D stuff. Like if you saw the Incredible Shrinking Hedgehog episode that I did with Styx and Tiny Sonic, there's a 3D section that Rain Cloud did. The one with was like a Matrix parody. But then yeah, I'm also collaborating with people that make music, like MC Cubed and Renee Skunk. You know, if I need music, I'll send them like inspirations or ideas. And oh shoot, sorry about that. So I collaborate with them. Sometimes I get people who will like make some concept art. And of course, tons of talented voice actors. Max Star, of course, is the most prominent on this channel, besides doing voices for lots of female characters. She's also the voice of our channel's mascot. And lots of other voice talents, you know, Vanilla Beam. Usually does a lot of the male voices. And we've, as of late, had a few new folks that have helped us with voice acting. Like our very own Kush, who comments a lot on live streams. She did a really great demo that I saw not too long ago, or listened to. And you know, it's pretty easy to contact her and get her to do like voice work. So yeah, music people, voice actors, lots of different people who've collaborated with me. Though, yes, the lion's share of the animation, the rig design, that would be mostly just me, Dave the Animator. Yes, and thank you for the donation. That was very nice of you. I hope I gave you a satisfactory answer. If you had waited a little bit, I would have noticed your comment. I'm usually pretty good at getting people to, I mean, at noticing comments, you know, responding to them. Did Vanilla Bean do that laugh? Asks Raincloud. Well, the laugh, the Muttley laugh, that was actually from a Family Guy episode. Because I really wanted that iconic laugh. It's from the episode. It's from the episode where Joe asks Peter to be little Susie's godparent or godfather, and Peter starts acting like he's a godfather, you know, like from the movies, like the mafia. And he's bringing in a cat into the church where they're doing the baptism. And I think Lois tells him that he can't bring a cat into the church. And then Peter responds like, why not? He's Catholic. And then the cat does the laugh. So yeah, that's where I got the laugh from. I do on the very rare occasion, I'll lift some stuff from YouTube, like if I really need a sound. I had an English teacher who I think could have done that Muttley laugh. I just remember one time in class, he basically just did impersonations of like every single Hanna-Barbera character. He did like a really good Quick Draw McGraw, Yogi, Huckleberry Hound. Oh, sorry, missing some comments here. Carl Urban is gonna be Johnny Cage. Nice. Wasn't he also, what's his face? Judge Dredd? Did a really good Judge Dredd. I love ambitious projects like this. Yeah, this is gonna be super ambitious. A ton of my friends already warned me that like getting these things done usually takes like years. But I think I'm up for the challenge, you know. I'm gonna animate like a scene or two, and gonna be working largely on like editing, you know, which I'm ready for. I really do enjoy editing. Been getting a ton of practice of that with the stuff I've been doing on my D&D channel, like editing a 3 hour 3 hour or 3.5 hour session and just whittling it down. All right. Actually, I want to change this too. Remember Rise of the Brave Tangled Dragons? Asks Dylan. I don't. Pandora's box. Not sure why they called her Pandora. I mean, I guess they needed a P name. We got Peter Perfect. We got Penelope Pitstop. So they had to go with another name. Another P name. I'm gonna guess because that name Pandora maybe makes people think of like some kind of impending danger or doom. Poor Pandora. She has a very sad backstory about always coming in second to Penelope. They made the story of Shantae and the Powerpuff Girls and Super Kitties becoming friends. Dang. I don't usually do like big crossover stuff like that unless there's maybe a theming to it. Sounds like you're just bringing some of your favorite characters together, which is fun. I heard Adobe is launching a new AI that can turn 2D into 3D. Dang. Oh, yeah. A friend of mine showed me that. Yeah. I mean, I hate to admit it, but it did look extremely impressive. But it's something I'm gonna avoid. I think the thing that I saw them do in the little promotional thing, it was like they got the 3D character and there was something flying over the character. I forget what it was. And then they use the AI stuff on it and it just like turns around. And like I said, it looked very impressive, but not something I wanted to. Recently learned that the current voice actor of Eeyore the Donkey is none other than Peter Cullen, aka Optimus Prime. Oh my god. You know what? When I think back to my childhood, like the Optimus Prime voice and the Eeyore voice from like the animated series, it's like, yeah, they kind of sound alike, don't they? Just like these deep voices. Megan's here. Sorry I'm late. No worries, Megan. I just want to be like Vizzy Pop works. Not 100% certain what Vizzy Pop is. Oh, are they the ones that make like Hell of a Boss? For some reason I was thinking of Funko Pop. Dang. I have this killer app called Muzz that I use to edit out copyright music and just get audio. Classy. Yeah, sorry, Rain Cloud. It was spot on because It came from Family Guy. No violence, please. Rory, would you consider it violence if a giant woman fell back and squished dastardly? Oh yeah, the that episode with Peter becoming the Godfather, it was pretty funny. I think the only other joke I can remember from it now is the one where Peter is meeting all the Dons. One of them was Donkey Kong. Man, they made Donkey Kong like super OP in that Bonanza game. Like if this Donkey Kong fought Mario, I think he'd beat up Mario. He just like tearing through mountains like it's nothing. And this is without any power-ups. He could like just... I mean, I guess Mario has some feats similar to that. He can break like blocks. Stone blocks with his fist. I don't know. It just feels that Donkey Kong is like a more impressive feat. Like tearing through mountains and whatnot. Mining precious material with his bare hands. I remember Rise. Okay, so Kush remembers Rise of the Brave Tangle Dragons. Johnny Cage rhymes with Johnny Test. Does it? I mean, they're both Johnnies at least. Faith, it's showtime. I'm assuming you left that message when I had the Beetlejuice music playing. I did want to do a Beetlejuice project eventually, since Tim Burton's doing Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. Had an idea for that. A crossover of How to Train Your Dragon, Rise of the Guardians, and Tangled and Brave. Dang, that's a huge crossover. I made canon crossovers. Those are my favorite kind of crossovers. Like when the Jetsons met the Flintstones. I was busy with stuff and forgot this. No worries. There's no obligation to be here. And let the race begin. I did like the narration in the original series. Or I should say the race announcing in the first series. Is that called color commentary? I remember that from like a Phineas and Ferb episode. A color commentary refers to analysis and expert insights offered by a commentator. Yeah. I mean, it was really fun in the original series. Brick Crashman did an alright job, but his running gag was mostly just explaining like where the racers were. He'd step out onto like the starting line and usually just get like crushed by all the cars passing by. The commentator on the original series would usually have like a back and forth with Dastardly, you know, like, what's this guy up to? I made a cake yesterday for my friends. Aw, Faith, that's really nice. I wish I could make cakes, but I'm not very good at baking. Holy crap, Wacky Races. Is this a reboot? Yeah, there was a reboot of Wacky Races. Oh, when was it? 2019, I want to say. Wacky Races reboot. Oh, it wasn't too far off. 2017. Oh, it went from 2017 to 2019. So it was very short-lived. This was a series that it was on Boomerang. So for those of you who have some idea of the Boomerang history from Cartoon Network, oh, excuse me. Originally, Boomerang was like a separate channel from Cartoon Network. They'd have like all the old cartoons on there, you know, like your Popeye episodes, your Looney Tune episodes. And then they kind of stopped doing that. They started putting like the modern cartoons on Boomerang. Cause, oh, sad to say, but that's just what more people wanted. They didn't want to see Popeye so much, but maybe they prefer seeing like Ben 10 or whatever. So anyway, they eventually made a streaming service for Boomerang. It was like one of the cheapest streaming services I'd seen, where it was maybe like $4 a month. And they had like you know, Popeye, Looney Tunes, all that good stuff. But they were also doing like some original programming there, or some exclusive programming. So they had Bunnicula, which was a series created by Maxwell Adams, based on the Bunnicula book. They had a Wizard of Oz series. Had like a little Dorothy and like the little Wicked Witch of the West. And then yeah, they had the Wacky Races reboot. But yeah, then they stopped with that eventually. They put a bunch of the episodes on Cartoon Network for a while, so I had like a short run there. I don't know where you'd go to look for the episodes now. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. Are you also going to see Tim Burton's 50-Foot Woman? Yeah, that could be fun. I mentioned to friends, like, if she was... If, you know, moving forward she was going to be cast as her, I'd maybe want to make, like, a rig. Like a 50-Foot Woman rig of Margot Robbie. Because then she could also be Harley Quinn. What about all a giant woman because of the gun? The size gun? Well, it was mostly just going to be Pandora. You know, since the animatic is Attack of the 50-Foot Pandora. Makes sense to make her giant. Would a Disney Channel crossover be potential? Like Kim Possible, Phineas and Ferb? Or Tangled and Dave the Barbarian? Kim Possible and Phineas and Ferb actually would be a pretty good crossover idea. I mean, come on, it's Doofenshmirtz teaming up with Dr. Draken. It'd be like perfect, you know. Tangled and Dave the Barbarian. That one could work too. Do they have any other Disney properties that are sort of set in that kind of medieval setting? All I can think of is the Gummy Bears, Dave the Barbarian, and Tangled. Has to be another one, right? Mortal Kombat 2 will have Kitana, Jade, Shao Kahn, Kung Lao, Raiden, Sindel, and even Saibot and Scorpion. Well, it has to have Scorpion. It has to have Scorpion. It just has to have Scorpion. I mean, is there a more iconic, like, line or just maneuver or, you know, attack from the Mortal Kombat series than the you know, get over here, you know? You gotta have that. Like, even people who haven't played Mortal Kombat, they know what that is. I find it funny that Candy would try to fit in with prim and proper only to fail. Oh, Princess Candy? You know what? I think, I mean, if we're talking crossovers, I can imagine Dave the Barbarian crossing over with Phineas and Ferb. That would be fun. They should do a whole week of that, just like episodes of them crossing over with old Disney Channel series. Because they did a bunch of that stuff on Phineas and Ferb where it's just like, oh, this episode they're all cavemen. You know, this episode. Oh, they did a Frankenstein episode, didn't they? A Dexter's Lab and Samurai Jack crossover would be amazing. I don't know, I kind of want to see Samurai Jack crossover with the Powerpuff Girls. Oh dang, I just noticed I didn't adjust the lines. See, so for these characters, when I originally made the assets for them, I gave them like just black outlines. But on the show, I think they have like if the main shape is pink, the line will be like a darker shade of pink. What's going on with her arm here? What the heck is this? Uh-oh. I see where I made a mistake. Let me fix that arm, yep. Have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters yet? I've seen a lot of food related stuff with them. Like they eat some really tasty looking things on that series. Also looks really well animated, has like really good style going. But I haven't seen it yet. I want to. But again, mostly because of the food stuff I've seen with them. It's like really good looking food stuff. Like some of them were maybe enjoying the food a little bit too much. It's pretty amazing. Did you see Little Goody Two Shoes gameplays and characters? I did not. I saw the Two Shoes. I was thinking of that other Disney series. What's it called? With Jimmy Two Shoes. That's what it was. But yeah, I haven't been in the market for any games as of late. I'm still working my way through the stuff that I bought during the summer sale. And I mean, I have a ton of games from that still because I got stuck playing like a lot of Elden Ring. Like a lot of Elden Ring. So eventually I'll be in the market to try some new stuff. Eventually. Rory Ocelot. I'm great at baking too. Jealous. Although lately I have been trying to reduce how many baked goods I eat. I usually try to limit myself to like a little something with a coffee when I have my nightly coffee break. Usually around this time, if I'm still going to be working on stuff, I have a coffee and then maybe like a little scone or like a little slice of blueberry bread. Didn't Tom Kenny reprise his role in the Wacky Races reboot? Did he? Who was he? Was he the pirate character? Don't remember what role he had. Oh, it says here he was Bella. %35% of animation in Incredible Shrinking Hedgehog. Almost to nearly the middle mark. Dang, getting closer. All right. So 35%. So probably in a few weeks we'll be getting closer to that 80% mark. Hey, Superior Cyber Godzilla. Lilo and Stitch had crossed over with Kim Possible, Recess, and the Proud Family. Yeah, I saw those episodes. I was pretty impressed they did that. And yeah, like I said, they could totally do that with Phineas and Ferb. They could cross over with anyone. Hey, Rex Tom. No plans for Giganta anytime soon, unless someone commissions me. Violet's good at baking. Well, not really. She bakes mud pies. Oh, Kush, that reminds me. I saw a Peanuts themed like a fan animation, but it's also like partly Earthbound. I'm not sure if you've played those video games. But it was like really cute. It was like, I think they made Ness like it was Charlie Brown. Let me get that for you. Sending the video on Discord and dropping the video here. Who made that Maria and Becca fan art? I believe that was James H. Question about the Lisa size remote shorts. Will there be a short when the sisters go back to the normal size? Oh, well, the implication with that would be that, you know, this size remote, it would have already instantly, like, returned them back to their normal size. Like, it's not like it was broken. Like, if I did the shorts, it would be like, you know, they'd be normal size. Like, maybe Lori is late for, like, like get together with Bobby. You know, he's all the way in the city. She's still at home. Decides to make herself big to make it easier to, you know, see him. So yeah, if I did any shorts, it wouldn't be like, oh, they're giants. They're like constantly giant. And then that would sort of open things up for like anyone else. Like if anyone wants to commission something, like even if they don't want to do like the Loud Sisters, if it's like an idea with you know, any other characters, it would just, there'd just be like a really easy simple way to get that animation idea started. Just like stealing or borrowing Lisa's remote. Oh my god. So for those of you who know or who don't know, whatever, YouTube Studio has a thing called Inspirations. You click on it and it gives you like ideas. Like it AI generates ideas for you for your videos, you know. So it basically like looks at any comments people are making or any videos that are popular, and then it basically spits out like a bunch of ideas like, hey, if you make this video, like a bunch of people will check it out. So I haven't used this thing in like forever because it's weird. But on a lark, I decided to press it, see what the AI generator is thinking. And like the number one thing that it spat out and said would be super popular was Lincoln Loud finally becomes giant. And it even generates a thumbnail for it. Maybe I'll share this on my community tab later. But I just thought it was pretty funny because like that is a comment I have gotten a few times when I post these videos. There's maybe like 3 or 4 people that are asking for Lincoln to finally be like get giant on the channel. Which isn't really something I was planning to do, but someone commissions me and it's a good script. Maybe. Yeah, I thought it looked really cute, Kush. Remember Toonsylvania? I do actually remember Toonsylvania. They had some pretty good voice acting for Toonsylvania. They had some decent segments. But of course, little me mostly remembers the Attack of the 50-Footed Woman. They do like these segments where you'd have like a typical like B-movie action hero and his sidekick going up against like monsters and whatnot. And yeah, one of them was a 50-foot woman with 50 feet. It was like one of the weirdest things I'd seen. It's like she has like a bunch of legs just uh, coming out of her waist. But not the most disturbing 50-foot woman parody. I had the weirdest dream a few nights ago about, like, the commission. What kind of disturbing dream? It's not too disturbing. Oh, you said weirdest. Why did I say disturbing? Did I miss a comment, Faith? Someone favorited Giant Super Kitties 1 and 2. Oh, they favorited Giant Shimmer and Shine. I didn't see a lot of stuff for Shimmer and Shine, but someone did share with me the video where the little neighbor boy gets all tiny. Wait, was it the kid that got tiny? No, it was the girl that got tiny, and she was like in a dollhouse. And then they did another series. It was like, I don't know if it was like a spin-off or just a continuation, where they made them 3D, and they now had like this evil kind of I guess arch nemesis, like this evil genie woman. Evil genie woman. It was an episode where yeah, she turned into a giant. Pretty good designs overall. Like they lived in a genie, like a genie city, which I think got shrunk. But if I was gonna do any stuff with genies, it would of course have to be Shantae. Or maybe what's her name? Eden? No, Eve. I think it was Eve. The genie lady from Aladdin. The animated series, I mean. That's something that was kind of funny about the Aladdin series, is it felt like they were pairing up just about everyone. Like Iago, there was this rain bird in one of the episodes that he sort of had like a flirty relationship with. The Sultan had it was like this queen who was like a warrior woman. They were sort of being lovey-dovey on the series. Genie, of course, had Eve. Which I was surprised that they did this kind of stuff. Yeah, it felt like everyone was getting matched up. except for the carpet and Abu, I think. Although there was one episode where, like, to sort of bait the magic carpet, the bad guys had like this decoy rug. It was like this pink rug that they used to lure out the magic rug. So I thought that was absolutely a cruel decoy. Like, that magic rug looked like he was in love. I forget who used the decoy. It was probably Abysmal. I think in the dream, Patty was on a rampage through the city. Like the first idea we had, like a fake monster movie. Oh, I see. Yeah, like I think I mentioned this a few streams ago. Like, if you really want to remember your dreams, like immediately after waking up from one, you have to write it down. I have no idea what the science is behind it, but it's like, yeah, it just disappears from your memory, like almost immediately, even after it's just like super recent, you know. Oops, I pressed the mute button. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, I've seen a few episodes of that Gumball show. There were a few sections actually that had like Nicole Watterson sort of looking giant. It was pretty cool. Although there have been a few somewhat disturbing things that they've done on that show. I don't want to get into the details, but it's in the episode that where Darwin gets a new room. I'll just say that there's some aspects of Darwin and Gumball's relationship that are kind of toxic, codependent, and I'll just say creepy. You like Callie and Rhea? I'm not a super huge Splatoon fan. I had a lot of fun playing the games originally, but I don't know, like by the second Splatoon game, I think everyone got super good. Because I was getting my butt kicked like way too much for it to be any more fun. Like usually for me, if it's like one of those games with matches, online matches, if I can get on a team and maybe win like 50% of the time, or even 33% of the time, like that's fine. But I'd be playing the game and then like I'd have like Like, even at one time, like 10 straight losses in a row. It gets disheartening after a while. That's when I put it on baby mode and just play a single player campaign part, you know? All right. Already hit my hour, and I was gonna do Muttley, but I'll save that for another time. Pretty good progress, I think, today. All right. And tomorrow, working on this week's commission from Nilly, which is a character I wasn't too familiar with. I think her name is Terry or Tari. Trying some of Mario's mushrooms. That should be fun. Alrighty, thanks everyone for dropping in. Thank you for keeping things lively, and I'll see you when I see ya. Peace.